Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. Today's video we're going to be doing a weekly forecasting. We're going to be checking out DXY, GBPUSD, Gold USD, Euro USD, and we're also going to be checking the major news that's going to be coming out this week, which is the NFB week. We are expecting the NFB Friday coming up. So make sure you watch this entire episode and make sure you subscribe if you're brand new. Also like and share this video with the rest of your fellow traders. Thank you very much again, your brother Jamal. Here we go. All right, so first thing, we're going to start with the DXY. So what is the DXY? I use the DXY to measure the strength of the USD pairs. Okay, if I want to know the power or the strength meter for the USD, I'm going to be checking DXY. That's why it is very important for you to look into checking out DXY whenever you're trading USD pairs. Anyways, here we are on the weekly time frame. Okay, so if we zoom the weekly time frame, we can see that this is our last break of a structure on the major higher time frame, which is on the weekly and the monthly time frames. Okay, great. So once we mark that, we just want to get an idea of what's happening on the higher time frame, and then we can slowly go down to the lower time frame and see what's happening exactly. All right, so we can see that on the weekly time frame, the pair is extremely bullish because we have this last break of a structure that occurred on the weekly and the monthly time frame clearly. So therefore, we're expecting a bullish momentum on the higher time frame. All right, now after the break of this structure, we can see that price reversed from this area of imbalance. We have an imbalance between here and there. If I make it very clear, you can see that there's an imbalance going on between this high and then this low. So therefore, this is where the price reversed. But before the reversal happened, we can see that there's also a change of character or a reversal. First, we can see that there's a high and then low, which tells us that there's a change of character going on right there. All right, so price tapped on the higher time frame supply demand zone or the imbalance, which is the gap right here, and then right after that it reversed and created a higher high to continue to the upside, because this was the prevailing trend and this is the counter trend to this against this trend here. So this is what we're looking for, but this one is just a counter trend. But when you go to lower time frame, this is going to be a lot of information, so therefore you can trade it as much as you know what you're doing. Anyways, so we can see that we have a change of character right here. Once we get this change of character, we can go ahead to the daily time frame. All right, so on the daily time frame, we can see that price gave us the change of character right there. So therefore, now we have an area of demand right here, which the price already tapped on. All right, we also have another potential right here this week right there, and we also have an extreme area which is right here. So first thing first, so right now we can see that price also is already reacting on to around this area, and we can see that there's also an imbalance right here. Price already filled that imbalance, and there's also a major demand zone on the daily time frame. So now let us go to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we don't have a change of character yet, so we are still in a counter trend before a reversal happens. All right, so we can see that price still creating lower highs, lower lows, which means we don't have a reversal yet. This is our last break of a structure that occurred over here. Break of a structure, and after that we can see that price is reacting around this area of supply zone. And why did I pick this area? We can see that clearly there's an imbalance going on between here and here, so therefore this is a valid demand and supply zone. All right, So now we're going to go ahead and mark that real quick. We can see that price already is reacting around this area. And once it reacted around this area, it created a, what do you call, a change of character, hopefully, on the lower time frame. So once we go to the 1 hour time frame, we can see that price created high, low, high, high, low, higher, high, higher, low, and then higher, high. And then after that, we have a change of character to continue to the downside until we find a bottom. Okay, we don't have a reversal yet. So therefore, now we're expecting for the price to do two things. We already have a break of a structure. So therefore, we have a displacement around this area plus my reverse over here, and then continue to the downside. So this is what we're expecting from DXY at the moment. All right, again, let's go back to the weekly time frame and see what's happening. We can see everything is working out very clearly. We have an area of interest because we have an imbalance going on over here. We also have another area of interest, which is right there. So if the price goes through this area, we are expecting a reversal from this zone right here. Okay, if the price goes through this area, we expect a reversal from here, a reaction, maybe, and then around here, and then continue to the upside, or maybe the price is gonna continue reversing from here. Okay, but always wait for a confirmation. So right now on DXY, we are expecting a bearish momentum until we find the reversal point or a valid demand zone. All right, so in this case, the next thing we're going to be checking is GBPUSD. Remember, if DXY is weak, GBPUSD is basically going to be trending upward. That means we're going to be looking for a buy position on GBPUSD. So first, we're going to start with the weekly time frame. Once we go to the weekly time frame, let's clear the entire chart. Let's zoom. All right, we can see that price was basically creating lower highs, lower lows. This is our last break of this structure right here on the weekly time frame. It's always good to investigate and know what's happening on the higher time frame so that you can make a decision on the lower time frame. So now we have a break of a structure right here, and then right after that, price reversed and created a change of character right around this area here. Okay, so now we have a change of character after price broke the structure. It reversed right after that, and then created a change of character within a, what do you call, an internal structure. But the overall trend is a downtrend on this pair for the moment. But we're going to be looking for to see if we can get an opportunity for an uptrend on the lower time frame. So now we have a break of structure right here. Now we're going to go to the daily time frame. If we go to the daily time frame, we can see that price reversed from this area of demand. On the weekly time frame, we can see that price reacted on around this area and then pushed the price a little bit higher after that. So on the daily time frame, we can see that we have a change of character. Once we get this change of character, price reacted around this zone, around this shadow here. The wick can also be a demand zone for those who don't know, because the sellers were in the market and then buyers came into the market and they started pushing the price higher, creating a displacement or a break of structure. So we have that break of structure slides the change of character right there, and then after that we have another break of a structure right here on the daily time frame. Okay, and then after that price came back and retested this area of imbalance. We just try to build a story so that we can get a clear picture of what we're supposed to be doing here. So we can see that price reacted around this area of imbalance. You can mark this entire zone, but it's better to basically find a tighter entry on this one. Okay, so after that we have another break of a structure. Price continued to the upside, never came back. Now price is basically reacting on a weekly time frame shadow right there, which is a supply zone. You can see that between the high of this shadow here and the high of this shadow, there is an imbalance that's supposed to be filled. Price already filled this imbalance. On the daily time frame, price is basically reacting around this area. We can already see that. And then let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see if we can find a reversal to the downside, which we did not. So this means we're still looking for a bias market on GBPUSD. Remember, DXY is weak, so therefore GBPUSD, we are expecting a buy position. All right. If you go, you can see that we have a break of structure right here, and then price continue to the upside, creating higher highs. Okay. After that, we can see that there is an area of demand. We have an area of demand right here. There's an imbalance going on too. There's an entire gap that price might end up filling. So therefore, we are expecting for the price to come over here, take out this liquidity, okay, and then reverse to continue to the upside. Okay, so we are expecting a buy position on GBPUSD currently. Now let us go ahead and check gold USD. Gold USD. Gold USD or Wanda. This is the best broker, by the way. If you are wondering, if you live in the US and you want to find a good broker, Wanda is one of the best. So let me go to the weekly time frame on this one. Clean everything up. So if we zoom on the weekly time frame, we can see that price is extremely bullish. Okay, price is extremely bullish on the weekly time frame. So therefore, we have an area of imbalance here, or we have a demand zone slash an order block right there. We also have another area of interest right here with an imbalance, okay, for the break of a structure. So now we're going to go to the daily time frame and see if we can refine these areas. All right, so on the daily time frame, we can see that we have price creating lower highs, lower lows right there, and then after that, price created a change of character right here. When the price created a change of character, it never came back around this area, so therefore we have an entire area of interest that price might came back to react. First of all, we have this extreme area of demand. Also, we have an imbalance going on here, another imbalance here. This one is already, price already reacted on this area of imbalance and then created this break of a structure internally. So therefore, what we're expecting is for the price to come back to this area, react a little bit, and then come back over here. This is going to be an engineered liquidity, or price is going to take this area out and then probably reverse from this zone. So currently we're looking for a short selling until the price finds this area, an area of interest, and then we're looking for a buy position for a continuation. And the reason why is because DXY is weak, so therefore USD is weak, and then after that we're expecting for gold to be stronger. And the reason why I say this is because we have a strong uptrend on the higher time frame, so we're expecting a short selling, and then after that we're expecting a buy to continue with the higher time frame trend. Okay, now let's go ahead and check EURUSD real quick. For EURUSD, let's clean it up. Go to the weekly time frame real quick. So EURUSD, if you zoom, we can see that this is our last area of the last break of structure. Once we get this break of structure, we can see that price was basically creating internal lower highs, lower lows. I'm going to explain to you guys what's going on here. Give me 1 second. And then we can see that all this order flow is already mitigated. So we're looking for an order flow that's not mitigated yet. This one is already mitigated by this one. This one is already mitigated by this one. And then now we have this area where the price is reacting now. Okay. So once the price tapped on this area of interest, after the break of structure on the daily time frame, we can see that we have a break of structure or a change of character. We have a change of character. Price swept this liquidity and then reversed after that, right after, and created a change of character after tapping on an area of interest. Now we're waiting for the price to basically reverse from this area for a short term and then come all the way over here and then continue to the upside with the prevailing trend. Remember, the weekly is telling you that we are in a downtrend, but we have a reversal, which is right here. So therefore, we have the price going to the upside, creating high highs, high lows. This change of character might be used as an inducement, and then price might end up continuing to the downside, or price might continue, might come down here, and then after that reverse to continue to the upside until we find an area of what do you call a reversal. So we are looking for a short-term sell on EURUSD, and then after that we're looking for a buy to continue to the upside. All right, now let's check and see what's going on with the news. Okay, so the economic calendar, I'm going to be using here my FX book. So this week we have the NFP, and the NFP comes out the first Friday of every month. The first Friday of every month. So let's just check tomorrow first. What do we have tomorrow that's major? Tomorrow we have the CBI coming from the Swiss franc. I don't trade this. We also have, nope, we don't have any major news coming out. We don't have any major news coming out. There's a year-to-year retail sales coming out tomorrow, but it's not that major. Okay. But when you check this Friday coming up, we have the NFP coming on us right here. So we have the unemployment rate. We have non-farm payroll. So this NFP news is going to be coming out on Friday, and this is a major news that comes out on every first of every month, the first Friday of every month. So last month we had a 150k. We're expecting 180, but the actual might be different, might be lower or greater. We don't know yet, but we'll find out. All right, so you can see previously we had 297k. Consensus was 180k, and the actual was 150k. So the actual has to be better than the previous. So we don't care about the expectation. It has to be better than the previous, so that we consider this a good news for USD. All right. So anyways, this is your brother Jamal again. If you're brand new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you like and share this video. I'm going to be doing this as much as I can on every weekend, so that we can understand and forecast what's happening, what's going to be happening next week coming up. It's all about the prediction. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. Everything is about probability, and that's what we go by. And we have a proper strategy that we use. And anyways, if you want to level up your knowledge, you can check the links in the description. I have an ebook that contains about 129 pages, and that ebook will probably cost you more than $300 if you want to buy it from the market, but I'm going to be selling to you for less price, and you can go ahead and take advantage of that. The link is going to be in the descriptions. Your brother Jamal again. Until next time, peace.